It's George Tyndall, and I'm back. And I'm here to discuss a few things. Eventually, people are going to figure it out that what I have been saying, what I have been trying to tell people is correct. And I have been correct about the 1833 meteor shower and what happened. Now, we're going to go to all these rocks, okay? All right. Now, I don't need to pick up each one and tell you this, but what you just saw is what you would expect to see when meteors do hit the ground, and a lot of them. You would see the bits and the fragments, the burns. The burns are different types because it has to do with temperatures and pressures, at what point the rock comes through the mesosphere. And when you have that many burning that much meteor smoke, it alters things. And this is what I've been trying to explain to people. You don't find this many black rocks, and that's just a small amount of what I have. That is just a teeny amount of what I'm finding. Now, the bits, pieces, fragments, everything, rocks, you can take it for what it is. You can refuse to believe, but as long as people want to refuse to believe that rocks can actually hit the ground and stay intact, then they're not going to learn any more than what they've been learning. They'll probably actually learn a lot less. Now, I'm going to take a time out, and we're going to go inside. Okay, now after what I've showed people outside, like I said, people don't have to believe if they don't want to, okay? I'm telling people what happened, what is there, but like I said, because people think they know it all and they're stubborn and everything, they're never going to find this stuff out because they're never going to check it and they're never going to look. Now, I told people in my video, I had a video several months ago, I told them that the comets and the asteroids, they're on certain paths and trajectories. If you alter that, you will cause a catastrophic event. And one of the catastrophic events has already been set into motion. And it's by what NASA and the so-called DART program did. But it'll take time before you see this. It's like Halley's Comet makes a trip, okay? Once every 76 years, it keeps coming back, okay? Why is it not gone? Why is it not destroyed, or why does it not hit something else? Because it's on a specific path. That is why Halley's Comet always returns. That's why these comets return and these asteroids return. They're on a certain path. And it doesn't take, you don't have to have an education, you don't have to have a degree to be able to figure this out. Okay. Now, a few months ago I told you about hitting one of those asteroids and causing a catastrophic event where you got rocks slamming into other rocks. Okay. NASA posted an article. The DART impact sent the asteroid into a chaotic and unpredictable tumble. Okay? It was going like this on its projected path, and when it was slammed into, now you got it going all over the place, chaotic and unpredictable. That means it's not on its correct path anymore. It was altered. How big of a deal will that make down the road? We'll just have to watch and see. But by the time they get done trying to play with all these asteroids and altering them and everything, there might be an end to almost every planet. Because we'll have everything slamming into everything out there, because we just gotta protect the Earth. The Earth wasn't created to be protected. And that's why for 4.5 billion years we didn't have anybody out there in space trying to deflect asteroids and everything. Eventually asteroids and rocks are going to impact planets. It's just the way it's set up. But you want to try to change it? Okay. We'll see if they change it for the better. I don't think it'll be for the better. I think it'll be for the worse myself. Anyways, we'll go on to something else that I discovered. And I'm going to continue to do what I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing. And the reason why is I know I'm right. And I know no expert out there is going to challenge me. And they're not because they don't have anything that I have. They haven't seen what I have seen. And when you don't have what another person has and you don't see what another person sees, you don't understand. And it's just the plain facts. Now, we're going to go with probably one of the most interesting things that I found. And I have a good idea what it is by all the other stuff that I've been finding. We're going to go to this picture here. And then we're going to go to this picture here. Okay, this is the same supposedly rock. But it's metal, it's burned up, and it's non-magnetic. And it contains other things. But what makes this so interesting of a thing is when it's wet, this is the way it looks when it's wet. And I took different pictures at different angles. Now, I'll give people a chance to look at the pictures and look at this and study this, the structure and everything in this. Not wet and wet. Okay. Now, why does it show up like this when it's wet? Because it's got that glassy, it's got a glassy coating on the outside. Now, being as how I found so many fragments similar to that, this is the largest fragment that I have found. I'm willing to bet that that is a fragment from the 1882 comet. The sun grazer comet that passed the sun and broke up. You gotta figure your estimates in. 200 miles wide and 16,000 miles long. There are going to be pieces and fragments left of that comet. Guarantee it. And I believe Jose Bonilla, he witnessed it. That's what the 430 some odd objects he detected in the sky. He saw them. He photographed it. You people want to refuse to believe it. This is a really, really weird color. And what is in this? But for the fact, the type of colors, what it is, the fact that it's not magnetic at all, but it is metal, is leading me to believe that that is a fragment from a comet. Now, has anybody ever found a fragment from a comet? No. So they don't know for sure what a fragment from a comet looks like. If you've never found one, you've never seen one, you can't see a comet in the sky itself. It's so bright. But I'm going by what I know. And honestly, by finding everything that I found, that's what I believe. And I believe that a lot of people out there are on the wrong track. Now, do I believe that NASA is a good thing? I don't necessarily believe it. And the reason why is, out of the billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars that have been spent on the space program, what do you have to show for it? You have 2 space shuttles that have blown up. You have malfunctioning equipment. Landers on the moon that fall over. And astronauts that are stuck in space. Okay? You tell me, you honestly gonna tell me that that is worth billions and billions of dollars? Especially when they send up equipment and it malfunctions and it's no good. We can't use it. All the millions and billions of dollars spent on that, and you get nothing. Now, I'm telling it like it is, and I'm just trying to be honest with people. You could take it however it is. Like I said, you could not watch me. You don't have to listen to me. I'm not forcing anybody, but I'm telling you, there's a lot of stuff here that doesn't add up. And it's not right if somebody out there knows it and they're deceiving people just to get money for these programs. Now, I'm telling you, those rocks from those other planets are already here. But you're not going to get somebody to step up and challenge the uneducated person in certain fields, because if it was found out that I am correct, it makes them look stupid, and a lot of them would probably get fired. That's why they won't step up. But I'm willing to go at any time with everything that I found. I know. I did my science in school. I worked in a metal factory. I was in the military. I know I'm right. And I'm going to leave it at that. And like I said, people can comment and say whatever they want. It is what it is. And what I'm finding points to what I'm saying. Now, hopefully, the asteroid that they decided to play with and change its trajectory doesn't slam into the asteroid belt out there and start sending everything everywhere. I can only hope that that doesn't happen. But anybody knows what happens when you bump an object or you alter it, it takes a different path. It's just common sense. And we'll call that good.